Well, this is take two because, again, I recorded and it just didn't record. And I just don't know if I have the emotional carbs to do this again. But here we are. Okay, one more time. It is week 14. And I'm going to try not to sound real aggravated with my computer right now. Week 14. We are a little bit less than 6 weeks out. And I don't have a lot to talk about this week. It's been, just put your head down, get it done. So I'm going to give you guys a quick update, a couple things that I've just been kind of thinking about, and we're going to get on with our Sunday. These weeks are getting so long. I feel like it has been like 20 days since my last YouTube video, but I guess it's only been 7. That's what the calendar says. So, updates. Weights were kind of fluctuating this week, but we ended at a new low. I am 136 pounds, folks. And that is 1 pound below my very first ever stage weight that I was given when I first said, hey, I want to do this. And that's pretty crazy. So we're aiming for 134, 132-ish. We're a little ahead of that goal. I'm sure there's still time for a stall. But we are ahead enough that some of my cardio got decreased. Nothing crazy. There's not like full rest days or anything. Oh, heaven forbid we get a full rest day. But my sprints got pulled, and so I am just down to my 5 days a week training and then 7 days a week of like a 50-minute incline walk, which has made a little bit of a difference. I'm still quite tired, but my body feels, I think, a little bit better. So I'm trying to focus on the gratitude of having less cardio, and just being proud of the work that I've put in, because that only came because of how dedicated I have been to this plan. And I'm hoping I will be rewarded with maybe a bump in food tomorrow, since I am quite low and still quite a few weeks out. So we're getting close to the look, and then we will just hold the look until the shows are done. So I'm doing 2-time-a-week check-ins right now, so on Sundays and then again Thursday mornings. So that's been a little bit of a challenge, kind of fitting that into my routine. It's kind of like abbreviated check-in, so like a posing video and my weight, and it's a little bit quicker, but it's just something else I have to do before I go to work in the morning. So that's been a little bit complicated to figure out, but we're making it happen. And if it can, if it can get me more food or less cardio, I'll do whatever I have to do at this point. I would do some very unseemly things for, a banana at this point. Okay. So, the other thing I just wanted to talk about was kind of how the shows were gonna be, because I registered for them. So we were paid and committed, and we're going. So, I was going to give you some details about that. So the first show, that's, 5.5-ish weeks out, is the Mid-Atlantic Classic in Charlotte. That's kind of it's a little bit further than halfway for us, but kind of the halfway point to my parents, and they wanted to be there for my first show. So I chose that one because it's close to my family. And they are going to watch me compete in 2 classes. So I am in the bikini division, but then within the division, there are, I'm going to say subdivisions, but they're called classes. So the ones I will be competing in are true novice, which you can figure what that means. That means never competed in a show before. And then masters 35 and up, because I'm 36. And that's my age class. So we will be doing those 2. There are many other age classes. There's a class called Open, which I'll talk about in just a minute because that's coming up. And then there's a novice class in between true novice and the opens and the masters categories. But that is for if you haven't ever won a class. You've competed before but never won in your class. And the way they keep up with that is everyone has to register as a member of the NPC, which is like National Physique Committee. And then you get assigned a number, and then you register with that number, they track your number, and that's how they know. So true novice, since I've never done a show at all ever, I will of course do. And then we're going to skip the novice for now, because each of these classes is like over $100 to register. So you got to be kind of careful or you'll rack up a bill real quick. And then we'll do the masters there. And then 2 weeks later, so we're about 7.5 weeks out almost from that. Because why not? I'm lean. Might as well see if I really like this. We will do Lee Haney Games, which is in Atlanta, which is much more local to me. Lee Haney is a bodybuilder, Olympian, big deal. It's the 10th anniversary, and so I'm really excited for that one. It should be a lot of fun. I live streamed that one last year because I had a friend who did it, and it looked good. So we'll see what happens. But at that show, I right now am doing Masters 35 and up. Obviously, I mean, that's what I'm going to do. And then open. So open is exactly what it sounds like. Open class. So they are separated into height ranges, and that's it. So it could be me versus like some 20-year-old, no kids, great, 5'7", and that typically is, a little more, let's say, I would say competitive. Competition's a little more, deep. So we'll see what happens there. I'm a little intimidated to go up against people that potentially have not had children. But I work really hard and I look pretty good. So I think it'll be okay. We are skipping over novice because, my coach doesn't think I'm going to be able to do it, because novice is when you have not won a class ever. So in whatever class, so let's say if at Charlotte I go and I place first in my 35 and up master's class, well, then that disqualifies me from being in novice. So we've got high hopes for me, I guess. So if for some reason it doesn't shake out the way we want it to, and I don't place first in one of my classes in Charlotte, then we can always add that on when you get there. It's not a big deal. But I mean, honestly, these classes are like $115 a pop, so I'd just as soon do 2 and go from there. And then kind of like a bonus class, I'm trying to open my notes and my fingerprint won't work. Kind of like a bonus class is the overall. So it's kind of like at a dog show where there's like best in show, that's what the overall is. So they'll pull all the first placements from all of the bikini classes and then pick the best one to be the overall, which means you won the whole show, which is huge. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. So we'll see. So that's what we're doing. I've got 2 classes in each, an age, and then one is an experience level, and one is just anyone and everyone who is the right height. So I'm interested to see how things are going to kind of shake out. And then the other thing I wanted to just kind of talk about is what I'm focusing on this week. And I feel like the last couple weeks, definitely last week, I've felt kind of like a victim of my prep. And it's easy, I think, to like just be drug along by this prep, even though, like, yes, I'm choosing to do things or choosing not to do things, and I'm doing cardio and I'm doing all the things, but I've been on like just such autopilot, like, okay, this is what I have to do today and this is what I'm going to do and I'm not going to think about it, that you sometimes don't feel in control. And I don't like that. Like, I am in control. Like, in my job, I control every aspect of vital signs, blood pressures. Like, I give a medicine and I have a result. And like, I am so used to being in control of everything, and it just doesn't feel that way sometimes in prep. And so it causes some stress and some anxiety. And I don't know if I've said this once or twice, but stress and cortisol increases and stuff like that will kill a prep, and it makes your body look bad. You retain water. And so I've really been trying to mitigate that. And I think one of the better ways to do that is, and this is not groundbreaking information, this is any kind of motivation material that you will access will tell you that you must focus on things that you can control. So I jotted some things down. I'm trying to reflect on that. And so this week I'm going to focus on the things that I can control. So for example, I cannot control what my coach is going to do about my food or my cardio tomorrow. Cannot control it. She's going to do what she wants. You know, would I love for it to be another burger? Yes, I would. Is it going to be? I don't know. Don't know. Can't control it. So what I can control is how I execute her plans, my intensity in the gym, my sleep, at least my sleep prioritization. It's been a little janky here lately because, like, I'm waking up to go to the bathroom and then I'm too hungry to go back to sleep. Like, it's been a little messed up, but I'm optimizing it as much as I can. I can't control the hunger. It's just, I've been hungry for 7 days now. You know, my workout intensities, my meal timing, my posing timing, my posing intensity and focus, my consistency over perfection. And I think that's a great place to end it there, because consistency outperforms perfection every single time, because it's just not attainable. Consistency, absolutely possible. Perfection, never gonna happen. So I'm leaving you with that on this beautiful Sunday. Hopefully this video will record and be all right, because I just don't know if I can do another one. So next week, I'm turning in my suit measurements. That should be ready in 1 or 2 weeks. And I think I'm going to do one more round of pictures next week. We'll be about 4.5 weeks out. And that'll be a pretty good idea of kind of what I'm going to be bringing to the stage in a pale form, because I haven't been tanned yet. So look forward to that. Subscribe so you get the notifications about it. I don't know that I'm going to show my suit on social media. I feel like I owe you guys who have been watching for 20 weeks something that you can't see everywhere else, or else why would you subscribe and comment and like the videos? Stupid, right? So I may do that whenever I get it. It probably won't be next week. It probably will be the week after, I think. So subscribe to the channel so you can get notifications about that. And this is shorter than my normal videos. So if you guys have any questions, comment below. Let me know what you're thinking, if these videos have been interesting, if you've shared them with anyone. Have you been to any shows and watched your family compete yet? How did it go? Let me know, and maybe we can get some chatter going on the video comment box. Have a great day. Talk to you next time. Bye.